Oh, hey, everybody! Hello, hello!
Hello out there.
It's
Trust me, they have no
Rob!
trouble hearing you, don't worry.
It's Rob! How?
Look up! It's a Heather! Above
Yeah,
you! A Heather!
I'm
Go!
above you now. We can Brady Bunch this. Yes, I tried to rearrange the screen a little differently. So I just realized though it's gonna look like I'm never looking at them. Like I just have not interested in anything
We're
they have to
so
say.
insulted.
Amazing,
We
beautiful,
only like
wonderful.
looking at us, don't worry.
Yeah. Well, hello everyone. We do have a Rob back. We're very excited about it. I see you are
Doug
definitely
and Son.
excited about it because we are already on a level 4 hype train. Yes, love it, love it, love it. So let's get to these rules so that we can get to some of these questions because now we have 2 friends to answer them. First and foremost, we do give priority to the bit messages since that is some real world money spent towards the end of stream. We may or may not have time for the highlighted messages, but please do save your highlighting for the end of stream if you highlight it now. I physically cannot scroll back up to the beginning of the live chat and see it. Also, highlighting a question or comment does not guarantee that we are going to read it. Please do not repeat yourself over and over again in chat. You can get timed out or even banned if you're going to continuously do it. That kind of applies to the bit messages as well. We do get behind, sometimes up to an hour. It is very rare that we actually miss a question. So if you feel like, oh, I need to give bits again, it's okay. Maybe just be patient. We'll probably get to it in like an hour sometimes. Sorry, I just read a comment. Heather reads the rules, Doug mimes the rules, Rob stares into the void. That just really got me, Dragon's Toy. Please watch the length of your questions. The longer it is, the faster I have to read it, the more likely it is we're going to miss the point, and then we don't have time to repeat it. So short and to the point is better. Great, this is not distracting at all. No spoilers, please, that everyone has had a chance to see the latest and greatest things or Secret Invasion and all that jazz, so please no spoilers. Maybe check to make sure someone else hasn't asked the question that you already have. It's not that you'll be in trouble for that. Wow, Doug. Abuse live, not clickbait.
I'm so abusive to my son.
All I ever wanted to do was please you, Father.
It's not that you'll get in trouble if you ask a question that someone has already asked. It's just that we feel bad. You'll get the table scraps, especially with the 2 of them being here today. So just, maybe check that out first. And I think that's it.
I was
Amazing.
not listening, so I wouldn't be able to point out what
Fantastic.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I heard that one. My God.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's the closest thing
It
to
was
creator
building.
clash
It
will
was
get out of us.
Why, Doug? You're a boxer. You should just do it.
I finally got my punching bag put back together. That's nice.
Good. That Disney nerd. Thank you for the 100 bits.
You're right.
Hello, Twitch Queen. Hello, Super Walker Bros. How are the 2 of you? Woohoo!
Good, thank you.
I'm good. How about you, Father?
Good, son.
Oi, Ram, thank you for the 100 bits. Whew, that Iger guy, man, really showing his true colors with the strike. By the way, anyone else surprised that Fran the Nanny Drescher is leading the actor strike?
We were talking
I'm
about that.
surprised she's still around. I was just
No,
like, oh, hey.
we were talking about that when we were filming last, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. For some reason, that gives more credibility to them than if it was like, I don't know, like Tom Cruise or Denzel Washington or something. Some of Fran Drescher, that is so odd.
Oddly specific.
Yeah, it must be because she's good at it. You know what I mean? Just what a random person. So yeah, and whenever she makes a speech, it sounds, right? It sounds like she knows what she's talking about and everything. But yeah, how random, just a sitcom star that we haven't seen in a long time. So it seems like she knows what she's doing.
I mean, she definitely has the rights to be talking about the residuals and stuff for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. How would you rank Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, and You Only Live Twice? From best to worst.
That might be more you, because I'll be honest, like the Connery ones, I do kind of confuse a little bit. I mix them up.
Goldfinger would be first.
A lot of people like Dr. No.
Hold on, let me think. Goldfinger, Dr. No, From Russia with Love.
Thunderball. You Only Live Twice. I haven't seen You Only Live Twice. If ever, something like that.
All right.
Okay.
I think
cool.
I think those top three is what I would go with.
Yeah. Adam Gunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Will you be seeing Barbie or Oppenheimer first?
Barbenheimer. Barbenheimer.
I literally got back from the screening of Barbie last night, so clearly Oppenheimer.
Big Jack Films, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, great review as always. Just got back from G-Fest over the weekend and had a really good time. Afterwards, my friend and I managed to find the location of Suburban Nights where the Battle of Malicite took place. We took some shots for a potential sequence in the future. We're titling Suburban Crusaders.
Cool.
Actually, it's Malachite.
Sorry.
But yeah, just make sure you get the permission of the people that live there now.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 100 bits. So, Doug, how was Barbie? I'm seeing it tomorrow with my mom for her birthday. Also, do you think you'll watch more Bluey in the future?
I like Bluey. It's, I was just telling Tamara too, because she's really getting into the show, and I said, if I'm having like a stressful day, like it's actually not a bad thing to put on. It's nice just to be, I just want to hear wholesomeness, and that's a perfect wholesome show. Barbie was a mixed bag. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of comedy in it, a lot of great acting and set design and everything, and good commentary too. But I was telling them the commentary led the characters, not the characters leading the commentary.
So like the Disney remakes.
But better, funny, smart.
Oh, so unlike the Disney.
Correct.
Okay.
But that's fine for like a sketch or a 30-minute episode or something. For a 2-hour movie, it does kind of wear on you and get a little boring after a while. But I think there's gonna be a lot of people that still like it, though. If you're a fan of what Barbie has represented and meant over the years, and you're a huge Barbie fan, you've grown up with the toys, I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna have a good time.
Barbie's represented. Accessories.
Plenty of that, man. Holy
When she
shit.
has a new hat.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you ever seen the show The Boondocks? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I fucking
Oh,
love
yeah.
the Boondocks. Yeah, on Cartoon Network.
I'm trying to think how far I got. Season 2?
The
I
itis.
think? So many shows
Great
on Cartoon
sandwich ever.
Network. I think when I started college, I started to lose track of, and but a lot of them are on Max. So maybe I finished Venture Brothers finally, and that I wonder if Boondocks
Yeah, I
is
finally
on
did
there.
too. Now I'm psyched for the movie.
It is so raw and so relentless and unapologetic that it's just like
it's so.
you can't believe what you're seeing
Did you
half the
say
time.
raw or wrong?
Raw.
Because I was gonna say it's also wrong, and that's what makes it great. It's so wrong and unapologetically wrong.
Yeah,
Venture Brothers.
well, I'll stop about Boondocks now.
Oh,
yes.
Boondocks. Oh no, Boondocks. I wouldn't say is wrong. Like Venture Brothers is wrong. That show's
Yeah.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Rob. Doug mentioned a few streams back that you recently watched the DuckTales reboot. What did you think of it overall?
I really liked it.
You more than liked it, man. You fucking loved it. You were telling me all about
No, I loved it. I loved the attention to detail. Like just little things, like having the moon theme in there in the background. I was just like, oh, from the NES game. Yeah, I think the only thing I didn't like was the little bit of the twist at the end. Like, I didn't feel it was necessary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know what people were gonna think of the twist. I liked it, but I kind of wonder what people were gonna think.
This is, I don't know. I'd have to get into spoiler territories, but this is like a common problem with that type of character, where it's just like, no, there always needs to be some kind of connection. I'm like, why? Like, it seems to undercut kind of the message of like, well, family can be anybody, and
I
like,
thought it kind of helped the character a bit. But...
it kind of drives me a little nuts that they always kind of like backtrack on that. But that was like the only little thing I didn't like. Otherwise, I thought it was great. Honestly, I thought it was better than the original, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of different, but yeah.
Thank you for this level 6 hype train chat. I know, guys. Thank you for the 100 bits. Did you watch the Migration trailer? It honestly looks really good. Fun fact, the film was directed by the director of Ernest and Celestine, and written by the writer of School of Rock and the creator of The White Lotus.
Okay. Huh. What a random I would not have guessed that looking at the trailer. It didn't look bad, but it didn't look like much either. The fall colors look nice, but yeah, knowing that, it gets me a little bit more excited for it. Okay.
Theater Grad, thank you for the 100 bits. National Lampoon's Vacation turns 40 this year. Favorite gag from the film?
My favorite throwaway gag is in European Vacation where Rusty says the German number for 6 is sex, and he's like, "Shut up, Rusty." He's like, "No, that's a German number." And they're like looking for apartment 6. And he like knocks on the door in Germany, like opens up, "Hi, we're looking for sex," and the door shuts in his face. He's like, "Schweinhund."
And for me, even though I could see it coming a mile away, it was still so great to see. And that's the payoff when they finally get to the park. And I feel like everybody knows what it's going to be, but it's so great to see. It's so great to see it be that cruel.
Modika, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, guys. Rob, what did you think of the Sandman TV show?
I liked it.
Oh, really? I loved it.
So as a fan of the graphic novel, there's some things that it's just hard to like separate, and like I realize that's more on me. Like, what I'm trying to think what in particular. There were a couple things in the casting. I think the biggest thing I didn't like was I was not a Constantine fan. Like this interpretation.
I could see that.
And there were a couple things where it was more like. So death's a big one. Like, and I know it sounds weird. It had nothing to do with like, because there's always something where it's just like, oh my god, will they switch the race or whatever. That's not it. It's in a weird way when I read the graphic novel, and I know it's Neil Gaiman. I imagined her with an American accent as a counterpoint to him. Because death is so brooding, and in a weird way, I had trouble like getting over that. It's a fine performance, like. So there were little things. I thought there were some changes they made that were for the better. So I thought.
Real quick, got a lot of questions,
yeah,
man.
I don't remember, but one of the characters they changed, I thought it was for the better. So, but.
Oi, Ram, thank you for the 100 bits. So, Doug, I saw Elemental, and I must say, knowing what you think of quote-unquote Thierry Maguire, you might end up saying something along the lines of the embodiment of sadness from Inside Out doesn't cry as much as this guy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, most of what I'm hearing is like, it's okay, but again, I feel like people are like, we don't want that from Pixar. We want good, really good, and something about just the way it looks and everything about the idea and everything just kind of seems like it looks like recycled Pixar, which is still not bad, but we don't want recycled. We don't want a Lightyear, you know what I mean? We want like something that's really, really new and innovative, and that just wasn't looking that way. But I still haven't seen it, so I shouldn't talk too much about it until I see it.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What's your favorite David Tennant performance?
I mean, for me, I haven't seen that much. I mean, so for me, it's got to be Jessica Jones, I think.
Jessica Jones is really good. I think he's amazing in Broadchurch. And he's my favorite Doctor. So
he's great as a Doctor. Honest reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. Sup, Doug and Heather. Doug, how are you enjoying Spider-Man, and what episode are you on?
I just got to the actually a lot of the Black Cat episode, the Alien Goo episode. I really like it. Man, I love one thing they do. It's almost like they heard what I said about my son, the astronaut. And they gave him this backstory. They gave him this interesting, my son's coming in. He's going into space for the first time. He worked so hard for this. I wanted to be a journalist, but instead he decided to be an astronaut. We're so proud. We're going to do a story on because I'm so proud. Don't run anything bad about him. My son, the astronaut. And it's almost like they went in reverse. They took that stupid line and then they put at the end of all this development, which I thought, man, did they hear too just how silly that line was in that movie? And they did give him a lot of personality. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. That's kind of, that's a lot of what I always wanted to see in the other animated series years ago, the 90s one. I feel like they're really getting a lot of what made Spider-Man so enjoyable.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7 Marathon, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug should do an NPC live stream on here. Look up Pinky Doll and TikTok NPC on YouTube. You'll be amazed that this is making money. 2,000 to 4,000 per stream, 20,000 to 30,000 a week. Even celebrities and big YouTubers and TikTokers are doing this now and donating money to these streams.
What is it again?
It's called an NPC live stream. I've only seen them on TikTok. I don't think people really do them on Twitch. Basically, the person moves like an NPC, and it works well for TikTok because on TikTok, it's not just like bits. You can give like food or roses or something. So like they have a certain thing that's triggered that they say. So like if you give food, they might be like, and then if you give roses, they might be like, wow, thanks. It's so beautiful. Or like, you know, like they have certain phrases they say as the different types of donations come in and whatever.
I've seen some YouTube videos where there's one channel, I think it's like the whole thing. I think like there's this whole YouTube channel, it's like nothing but shorts of like this person acting like an NPC. They're pretty funny. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of a funny idea.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Did you see the newest episode of Always Sunny? It's definitely the funniest of the new season.
Is that the bowling one? That's the last one I saw, and I thought that was really funny. I thought the Chuck E. Cheese one was really funny. It just the ending alone I thought was so great. Like that was the first like great episode I saw, and then this last one, the bowling one, I also thought was really great.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 100 bits. Rob's back. I have to ask you, Rob, are you with Doug? Did you not like Guardians 3?
I haven't seen it. And at this point, I gotta wait till it comes on streaming.
I think it is now. I think it is on streaming.
I thought it said like August 2nd or something.
Oh, did it? Oh shit. Well, okay, you gotta wait then.
Yeah, like because I tried looking it up and like.
See if you're looking at two bastards or one.
Second, it's out to stream. I'll check it out. Yeah. But I like from what Doug sounded like, I'll probably like it fine.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What is your favorite Alan Tudyk performance?
He's one of those actors who I have to remind myself what he's done because there's so many things where I'm like,
probably Clayface.
I'm like, that was Alan Tudyk. I didn't even know that was Alan Tudyk. I'm not just talking about voices. Like I've seen him in movies and I had no idea I was looking at him the whole time. I just saw. Oh, what the hell was this movie? Oh,
I mean,
man.
I love him in Firefly. I love him as Wash and
Firefly.
maybe Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody was great.
Mm-hmm.
I love him as Clayface in Harley Quinn.
There's a movie I just saw. It's not even that good a movie, but he was really interesting in it. It's a Dead Ring. No, it's a TV show.
My Little Pony: A New Generation.
Clearly.
Sorry, I just see that Doug's looking up his credits. I'm just.
Yeah.
So is it Playing God? I think it's Playing God. Yeah, this is the movie. So it's not even that great a movie, but he is just so good as this guy who kind of lost everything and is willing to believe this person pretending to be God is God, but he kind of tests him and everything. And it's I don't know. It's worth it just for him, just for the acting, because the acting is really good. It's called Playing God.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Top 3 favorite John Turturro performances.
John Turturro.
Jesus.
God, what is he ever bad in anything? He's always pretty good. I loved him in Rounders. There's Barton Fink. Of course, he's
That's
great.
the one that
Miller's Crossing, great. Yeah, I don't know. He's always good. He's never
I always
bad.
forget about Miller's Crossing.
Except I think in the movie, didn't they do a movie on Jesus? And apparently it wasn't that good. So that might be the one
but
thing.
Jesus in the Big Lebowski
Yeah.
in particular.
Oi Ram, thank you for the 100 bits. Hiya Doug, saw that someone did an AI video of you singing Scatman. Can't wait for someone to do an AI of you either Rob or James singing the Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion song WAP.
That one I haven't heard. There's gonna be so many more of those, man. Yep, there it is, Scatman. Coming up. I kind of love them because you can tell they go by like the way I say words and talk and stuff like that, not as much as I sing, which might in a weird way make it sound better. So the one I heard was My Way, and I thought that was really, really funny.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. In honor of a certain movie coming out this week, what are your thoughts on the 90s hit song Barbie Girl by Aqua?
Sorry.
It's fine.
I've never been a huge fan of that song.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Barbie girl, so maybe that's why.
Job Kazobi, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you guys watched sports cartoons in the mid-80s? It aired on Nickelodeon before.
It's just called sports cartoons?
Boy, I don't remember that.
Actually, it's funny. I might know what you're talking about. I do. You do remember. Remember the big hippo and the little cat? Sometimes there's more of them and stuff like that.
The annoying
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I I can't remember I remember them being kind of fun. We always like those little goofy sports cartoons.
That was
and
like one
kinda
of those
similar.
random things like Nickelodeon before they became really Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
would get these foreign imports, and it was always the weirdest.
Yeah,
shit.
I remember being pretty funny though.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, have you seen Indiana Jones 5 yet? And if so, what did you think?
Nope. I have no desire to, particularly after once the reviews start pouring in. I'm just like the best reviews were all just like, that's a thing that happened. It's not as bad as it could have been. I'm like, am I gonna spend 2 hours 40 minutes then sitting there? Like, no, not when Mission Impossible's coming out.
Is out.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. But in all seriousness, have you considered doing what other Twitch streamers do and doing reaction videos too? Because I have a good suggestion for you, series of reactions. You can react to Fanfictasia. Look up the 6-video playlist. It's better than anything Hollywood has done in the past 20 years, or do a reaction to the MPC TikTok videos, or both actually.
Probably not. You know, part of it is my reactions. It sounds weird. Aren't that big. They're actually pretty boring. I think I remember like it was 1 or 2 movies were coming out. I was like, let me film my reaction. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be pretty good. And they were all boring. My live reactions actually aren't that exciting. So yeah, I don't know how great I'd be at that.
Although our July exclamation point goal for 215 subs this month is that if we get it, we are going to do a live reaction to an old NC video.
Well,
here
but
on
that's
stream.
different. I can always talk about the genius of what I made.
Gotcha.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Selmara, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey guys, this question is for all 3 of you. In your honest opinion, when do you think Hollywood will get their shit together and pay the writers and actors?
Never. They've never paid them what they're really worth.
I mean, yeah, unless they're
We're
like
just
the mega
what you're
stars.
really asking is when are they going to, incrementally up it just enough that the strike will end?
Yeah.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the TV show Reservation Dogs?
Did I don't
TV show? I didn't.
I
see
don't
the TV
think
show.
I saw the hold on. Reservation. Let me make sure because it sounds familiar. Images. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this. I'll try to check it out.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the TV show What We Do in the Shadows?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I gotta watch more of it. I've seen a handful of
So
episodes, and
good.
then literally was just like, I gotta watch this
Bat!
next October. So that's like my big homework assignment.
Yeah,
in-
I guess there's a new season
in
too. I
fall
gotta
is
catch
to
up.
like binge watch them all.
It's always that show I kind of forget about. Then when it comes out again, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that's right. I love this. I love this show.
Commander Hammerhead, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, Disney's Dinosaur was originally pitched by Phil Tippett during production of RoboCop was going to be a stop-motion film with Stegosaurus being the main character and the herd. It was dark, violent, and adult. Also, no voice lines. You can look up its history. You could do a fanscription of what if it kept true to the original.
Sounds a lot
That
better.
sounds awesome. Yeah. Oh my god.
See that.
I would have loved that. Yeah. What a shame.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you think you'll ever do a Star Wars tier list where you could include both movies and shows? I'm not sure, just because, well, no, I don't know. Maybe. Actually, that is an idea. I was thinking Marvel, but maybe.
I feel like Star Wars, we could do that.
Star Wars,
Yeah,
we
I
might
mean,
be
your
able
main
to.
movies, you've only got, let's see, 9, 10,
10, 11.
But
11.
I
11.
think it's tricky when you mix the shows into. I feel like we have to do one for the movies, then one for the shows.
There's not
That's
that many
what I would
shows,
think.
though.
Yeah, but like, what's better, A New Hope or the Clone Wars? Like, they're just like 2 different monsters. You know what I
Well,
mean?
A New
Like-
Hope, but okay.
But I mean, a lot of people would disagree. You know, I mean, that's the thing. They're just totally different entities. We'll see.
I like
It's-
Clone Wars.
Oh yeah,
but
so do I. Yeah.
original Star Wars.
So yeah, we'll see. It might not be a bad idea.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Rob. Have you ever seen the Hulu show Solar Opposites? It's by some of the same people behind Rick and Morty, and in my opinion, it's almost as good. Highly recommend it.
No, I haven't. Have you seen it?
I tried. I couldn't get into it, but they were saying it gets better, so I should probably give it another.
Well, I'm sure chat's going to be screaming, "Don't listen to him."
But no, I only saw like the first episode or 2, and it kind of same thing with Rick and Morty. It's like it starts off but then got like great. I'm sure this is the same thing, so I should give it more of a chance.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. So, Doug, have you heard the AI version of you singing My Way by Frank Sinatra on YouTube? And what are your thoughts on the AI trend that has led to the writers and actors strikes, which are supposed to last until at the earliest New Year's Day next year?
Yeah, right. So I mean, on the one hand, I can't talk too much because I can't act like I know a ton about it. I try to stay a little involved, but I'm not going to be an expert on it. Obviously, I want them, to get what they deserve. I don't want AI to replace everything. I'll say this, kind of like with
It's more the aspect of like they own your image.
Right.
Yeah.
Forever.
There's
Right.
also, I get the feeling it's going to be kind of like with CG, though. I get the feeling, and we already can now, but as much as AI gets better and better, which is frightening, don't get me wrong, there's people that can fall for it. I feel like most people are still going to be able to tell. I feel like you can never quite 100% duplicate it, which that's kind of encouraging, but at the same time, it's still scary that it can get
I
that
don't know.
close.
Because I still think it looks pretty bad. But what we've managed to do in about 10 years here, though, I'm like, all right, it's pretty creepy. Like
Yeah.
the progress, at least, is even though it still
How
looks
quick it
bad,
is, yeah.
like from what it started off with.
Mhm.
You know, even just 1 year with one fan who was able to do a better job with Luke Skywalker, because that scene in Boba Fett, the end of that season, was a fucking joke.
Mandalorian. Oh, no,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
No, not Boba. Yeah, Mandalorian. What they did at the end of Mandalorian versus that season of Boba Fett, like that was a huge leap, and that was one fan who's just like, you guys are doing this wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It may look pretty realistic by the time we're done.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Doug, Rob, and Heather. Great to see you guys again. What's your favorite classic Elvis movie? For me, it's Viva Las Vegas.
I don't know if I've gotten through an entire one. I always
Bye, Birdie.
yeah, I always get like, and I understand the charm of. Honestly, my favorite one is probably the one that came out recently, Elvis, the Baz Luhrmann movie, because I think it was his story told like an Elvis movie, and I thought that was ingenious. So yeah, I think I have to go for that. It's literally called Elvis, so I think that counts.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. How would you rank the 4 live-action comic book movies this year so far? Those being Ant-Man 3, Shazam 2, Guardians 3, and Flash.
Good God, I mean, is Flash the one I really like the most? I don't know.
For me, it's Guardians 3, Flash, Shazam 2, Ant-Man 3.
I guess I like Shazam 2. Okay, Flash was a little different, which I liked.
I feel like we're in a drought.
Yeah, Flash, Shazam,
Except for Spider-Man, like that was the one.
yeah. I guess
Spider-Verse.
Guardians 3 and then Ant-Man would probably be it.
Oya Ram, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey guys, hearing you both played Cuphead, what did you guys think of it?
Oh, I
I
liked
enjoyed
it.
it.
It is hard.
Hard as fuck.
Yeah, as everybody says, but
Animation, so like growing up with a lot of that animation on
especially
reruns
the
and
stop
stuff.
motion in the
Yeah,
background and
it's
stuff, that was so clever.
so good.
Yeah, we really liked it.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, I know you said some anime shows that are on your list to watch someday, like One Piece and Dragon Ball. Would you please add Digimon to that list as well? It's not straight up Pokemon ripoff. It's cute, funny, imaginative, and goes into some dark, mature themes in later seasons. It's an underrated gem.
We'll say, I mean, just getting through Dragon Ball and One Piece, and like I said, when I say I'm gonna watch it, I mean like probably after I retire, because like I'm just not gonna have
You're
time.
never gonna get through all of One Piece because One Piece will never end.
Didn't they say they were finally gonna end it?
No. It's a perpetual anime machine.
Okay,
Every one
yeah.
episode that comes out, it generates 7 more, and it just keeps growing and growing.
Well, then I'm fucked.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 37-month subscription. Welcome
Thank
back.
you.
Appreciate that.
Thank
Our
you.
beloved dinosaur has returned. Okie dokie, Doug, you fulfilled your purpose. Exits that way. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Dinosaur has a different meaning as we get older.
Kurt Wazowski, thank you for the 100 bits. Very important question for Rob. How's Ellie?
She's good. She's fine. She's the same diva she's always been.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What's your favorite location that you've been to in New York City?
Man,
The original World Trade Center?
I mean, the Metropolitan Museum was really cool because I love art, and we did
Did
that.
you see the Vigo painting?
No. this guy with an accent. His vehicle kept stopping.
You
us,
are like
so,
the buzzing of flies.
we did that, and then we did the Central Park. And I mean, we spent half the day at the museum, half the day in Central Park. We didn't even cover a third of either, which was just mind blowing to me. And just how big, it is. So yeah, I guess I'll still say the museum, but yeah, both were very impressive for not even getting 1/3 through them.
Times Square, but the original Times Square, because I went there before they cleaned it up. Like
The
the
dingy-
last of the Disneyfication. Like, so it wasn't 1970s gritty Times Square, but it was fun to like remember now in my head what it looked like before like all the Disney stores and stuff over there.
Demon Airs, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, for a Nostalgia-ween recommendation, could you review John C. Reilly's Cirque du Freak, Vampire's Assistant, based on the books? The author is really sweet.
I don't even think I've heard of that. I'll try to look into it.
Oi, Ram, thank you for the 100 bits, and we don't have to get too far into this if you all don't want to talk about it too much. Doug and Rob, been meaning to ask you, since you're both together now, when did you two start questioning religion, and why? Just curious.
Man, well, I'm assuming they mean like when we got out. I don't know if you ever. What's that line? Like, whatever religion you start with, you're never fully out. It's always gonna have like
Depends
a little
what you
bit.
mean questioning, because like it didn't take long sitting through science class before I was like, wait.
Yeah, and even then I would
Like-
question things like some of the morals, in the Bible and the stories and stuff like that. But really, most religions I still have a high respect for. Anything that encourages you to.
Especially Scientology.
Watch my
Are you
post.
listening?
But anything that encourages you to be more than what you are, I find fascinating. And the fact that most of them encourage you to do it through kindness and love and something really positive, as opposed to like, physical strength and stuff like that, or being violent, like that stuff, I think is good to really encourage. And I think it's fascinating that is in so many religions as well.
I mean,
So,
I'd say generally teenage years.
yeah,
Is what most people do.
Yeah, I had questions, but when I was really like, man, when did I start to say, I don't think this is for me? I'd probably say like either late high school or early college.
But see, it goes in circles, because then when I was like past my 20s, then it became like, oh, I guess there's some things in the religion I was raised with that I do like, and then you start like picking and choosing.
Yeah, okay.
Cafeteria
Christian, is that what they say?
Cafeteria Catholic, yeah.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, we've gotten your thoughts on The Simpsons and South Park, and even Archer and Bob's Burgers, but never your thoughts on the Seth MacFarlane shows, Family Guy, American Dad, Cleveland Show, etc., and the Orville. Same with Harry Potter, though you seem to hate Emma Watson, at least based upon your Beauty and the Beast review.
I don't hate Emma Watson. I just
She
don't
just
think
can't
she's- Yeah. It's kind of my thought. And she's nowhere near the worst. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen her in something else. Like, that was good. She was good.
No.
Can't think. Maybe this is the end. She was funny in that.
I mean, I don't generally, when I see her act and things, go like, wow, she's god awful.
Yeah,
I never
no,
sit there
but
and go like, oh,
she
she's
never-
really good.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, she never like leaves an impression on me, but I also didn't grow up with her. That might be her Harry Potter, but no, in terms of all that stuff, that's a lot of stuff, man. I think you're gonna have to narrow it down a little bit more, but I guess we'll do one. Family Guy. It started off good. I got tired of it. I hear it's kind of the same tired material, so I haven't watched it in years, man.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, I asked Doug this question last week, but what is your favorite and least favorite James Bond movies?
My favorites, Goldfinger, GoldenEye,
That's what I said too.
the
Timothy Dalton.
Casino Royale, Skyfall. I really love the two Timothy Dalton ones, with License to Kill in particular. Least favorite, I don't like the Lazenby one. The World Is Not Enough. What was the other Brosnan one?
Die Another Day.
Die Another Day. That one really sucked. I think Connery's last outing. And then View to a Kill, I have a love-hate relationship with. It's really bad, but Christopher
It's
Walken
fun.
kind of makes it.
Yeah.
So that's in both. I love it and hate it.
Japeth, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, I heard you say last stream that you weren't a personal fan of the Green Mile. Well, let me tell you something, buddy boy. I'll have you know that I wholeheartedly, 100% accept your opinions, even if I wouldn't agree with them.
That's very kind. No, there's a lot of people that love.
Fry him in the chair.
without a wet sponge. No, I know a lot of people that really like that movie and say they're very moved by it and it meant a lot to them. Fair enough. I love Michael Clark Duncan in it. I can't get into too much else in it. Yeah, it's just not for me.
DJ Lol5, thank you for the 100 bits. I'd love to see Illumination do an animated horror movie with animals, since I love that in Sing 2, they made the villain Jimmy Crystal terrifying when he got mad. Since now they opened Moonlight Pictures, they might be a chance.
Maybe. I wonder what an animated horror film would be like. There must be one or two, but there's not many.
They're all out of Japan.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting.
Modika, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, since you've seen The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, what do you think of the casting of Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, in Superman Legacy? It threw me that I couldn't figure out how to say her name.
You know, when I heard that, I immediately went, oh my God, that's the most ideal casting. And I still stand by that. There is a part of me there is a part of me that does think, man, if they don't know what they're doing, though, this can really backfire. She can get really annoying really fast if they don't have good writing, a good character, and a good director in there. Because you do have that great team in Miss Maisel that does, such a good job. She brings so much to it. But I can easily see that going south, too, if you don't have really capable people. So, I hope it works. It sounds like it's a match made in heaven. I hope that is the case.
Hyper Devil Fangirl Boner, thank you for that 33-month subscription. Welcome back. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday. This is what my mom wrote in my birthday card. You're 28 years old now? God, you're getting old. Happy birthday, old timer.
When do you hit 43?
Right.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. With the Harley Quinn season 4 set to come out soon, what would you say is your absolute favorite episode of the show?
Oh, the Harley Quinn show?
Yeah.
Oh, the one where she went in Bruce's head.
I knew you were going to say that.
That one just kills me on multiple levels. Like, it was so funny, and also I'm just like, oh, this is kind of like really insightful. The one with the Enemy Awards, I thought that was pretty funny.
One. Yeah, I love anyone where just the villains are kind of like normal people.
I like the one where
really
Frank the Plan ends up like driving down to Mexico for some reason, and like they were supposed to be helping Poison Ivy out or something instead. I just love that character.
Yeah.
Oiram, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob was wondering, you've mentioned that you thought Deal is a healthier moral, but imagine someone made a movie where it's about a person who says, I'm not a man, I'm a woman, but the end of the movie is basically deal with being a man. How would you feel about the moral then? Controversial, I know, but I was wondering about the context.
Wait, what? That was a...
You gotta make her read all that again?
Basically, how would you feel if the moral of a story was someone comes out as trans, I'm not a man, I'm a woman, and the moral of the story is deal with being a man? I would hate that. I think that's...
I was gonna say, I think it's more the options that are available.
I wouldn't like that. But if... The only way you could make that work is if for some reason they are forced into one or the other, and they're just like, well, this isn't what I wanted, but because I'm being forced this way, it's just like, how do I deal with it? I don't like that in and of itself. And I don't think I ever said that deal is always like the best or greatest moral. It's occasionally a moral that sometimes there's always like happy endings.
It's a little different than deal.
Yeah, occasionally it's nice to get a moral where it's just like, well, you know what, deal. Like I think we were talking about Wreck-It Ralph is what it was. It's like, but I don't.
Cope is different than deal because I think cope means there are literally.
This is a much longer conversation than I think we have time.
But I think cope also means there are no options. There is just no way out. And I think with something like that, I'm like, oh no, I feel like there is a lot. There's a lot of different ways you can, view that and stuff like that.
Yeah, deal can also mean coping. So if you did it from the point of view of coping, that's different. But if it's just that's just the director's point of view, it's like, well, you're not deal. That's different.
That'd be like telling the Little Mermaid, you can't go to the human world. Deal. It's like,
I'd have to see the script. You know what? You'd have to send me the screenplay. Maybe then I could tell you. I don't know.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen Skull Island on Netflix? I started watching it and I enjoy it. Or sorry, I find it enjoyable enough.
No, because that's you know what you just said there. I found it enjoyable enough. I believe you. Right now with all the things I have to watch and this job and everything, I don't mean to say it's a bad thing at all. I'm so fucking blessed, but I do have to watch a lot of stuff, so I do value my time more. When I see something, I want it to be really good, you know what I mean, or something that's really gonna draw me in. And that just looks like that. It's like, that looks good enough. I'm sure I watch and think it's fine, but yeah, I'm looking for, phenomenal, you know what I mean?
Stillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, so I've been rewatching the first 2 Superman films, and boy do they hold up, especially the first one. I really hope you do a review of them someday. Also, I unfortunately watched Superman 3 for the first time, and I'm planning to watch the last one tonight in the same fashion you and Rob watched Kangaroo Jack. Also, hi Rob!
Hello.
Yeah, you have to be high
Superman
Rob to watch
4,
it.
you're in for a treat.
Yeah, no, 3's pretty bad too.
Yeah,
Yeah, the first
pretty bad, but it's not 4. Like I will defend 3 over 4.
3 at least has that robot scene that's fucking terrifying.
And it has that fight between Superman's
And
personalities,
Clark, which is
I
kind of
like.
cool.
And the greatest meme ever, which is Superman downing that shot at the bar.
Yeah.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Which AI villain do you find more scary? Stem from Upgrade or Hal from 2001?
I mean, STEM's good, but Hal, I feel like you wouldn't have STEM without Hal. And I don't know, there's still so many lines.
Hal walked so STEM could run.
Yeah, even though none of them can technically move.
On a hard drive.
Yes. But no, Hal all the way. Ugh, he's so creepy.
Stillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. What would each of your last meals be?
Blue Malnati's.
Ooh. Yeah, lose is pretty good. Or no, Pequod's.
Pequod's pretty good.
Yeah, Pequod's.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, what the hell has happened to Pixar? I'll tell you what happened. They are no longer unique. 2D animation is dead, and making millions of photorealistic 3D animation movies would destroy not only cinema because 2D animation movies with stop motion movies are no longer being made, meaning there's no variety in animation films anymore, but also destroyed Pixar animation because it's not unique, and every company making only 3D films movies.
Whew. Nicely done, Heather. Nicely done.
They ran over your dog.
I will say this, not just about animated films, but about films in general. I think particularly with Disney, because we've seen them get in slumps and get out of it and stuff like that. And when they get out of the slump, they usually need to do something really innovative. I'm looking forward to see and in a weird way, even with the strike going on, I'm looking forward to see what people are going to do to innovate again. We're seeing a little bit with like Across the Spider-Verse and like the Mission Impossible and what Tom Cruise is doing, stuff like that. So I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to get to it, because I people are just like, okay, usual stuff isn't working. Regroup. Let's huddle. Let's get our plan together. So I'm really
That's how we get the
interested.
black hole, right?
Well, I'm really interested to see what's going to come next, what Hollywood's going to do to innovate again, because I feel like it's got to be coming soon, because if not, it's going to be costing them more than it is now.
There's no excuse. You don't need to make an Indiana Jones movie for $300 million.
Yeah,
no
the
excuse for
price.
that.
That's
There's
what I
no-
want to see too. And then
Like
cutting back.
Disney
and
got
working with
so
the
drunk, and
limitations.
they're just, we can piss this money away, and we can use CGI no matter how expensive it is to bring back, because we need to cash in on the nostalgia. And it's like, you could do things so much cheaper. And it's
Looking Across the Spider-Verse, yeah.
Yeah, look at Across Spider-Verse, like how little that costs comparatively speaking. But in the case of Pixar, I don't think it's because I'm fine with their animation. Like, I think part of Pixar's problem is they're creatively just kind of spent at the moment, a little bankrupt. They're very much like, when you look at that trailer for Elemental and you're just like, I've seen this. This is every Pixar movie ever made. They're so complacent on the Pixar formula, and it's like, okay, it's time to get out of that formula. Think out of the box.
J-Bit, thank you for the 100 bits. Favorite Coen Brothers film?
Fargo. Big
Yeah,
Lebowski.
I think Fargo.
They're both very different, but Big Lebowski's my favorite Coen comedy, and Fargo's my favorite drama.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Now that we know that the second half of Doom Patrol Season 4 hasn't been canceled for a tax write-off yet,
Hooray.
what would you say is your overall favorite episode of the show so far?
Man,
They all blend.
the one that's
I did like the giant robot they were driving in
Oh,
last
nice.
season.
Yeah.
That was really fucking funny. the giant the asses.
You know, it's funny. I feel like there's probably other episode, but the one that's standing out to me is the one that people would say it's the best episode. I'm like, yeah, it was good. And now I'm coming back to it. The one where they're just sitting around. They're just kind of sharing and talking. They're kind of in each other's brains and stuff like that. I don't know. That's what's
any of the character pieces where it's just like they're kind of following one character, their backstory or whatever. Those are all good. Yeah, it's really hard to nail down one.
Demonaires, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug and Rob, what are your top 5 Disney princesses and princes? Maybe we just need top 2.
Yeah, let's do 2. It used to be Belle, but Tiana's growing on me. I kind of like the Workaholics.
Tiana's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess that's just 2.
She's not really a princess, technically, right?
No, she is by the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally in the title.
Prince Naveen.
Yeah. And I guess Belle. And man, I can't remember the Disney princes.
I think Jasmine's underrated. I've always felt that.
Nice.
And then, so does Esmeralda count? Like, are we going with the?
No, I think it's official royalty.
Like they have to be actual royalty, or as for the princes, I don't know. So many of them are so fucking.
Aladdin's kind of cool.
Yeah, Aladdin's all right. Does Robin Hood count? Like,
sure, why
He's
not?
the Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure, why not? I'm sorry, guys. We're really going to have to pick up the pace. We have a ton of questions. Noff Noff, thank you for the 100 bits. Hooray! Doug, spit it out Rob for this Wednesday stream. Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Who would you say is the absolute worst DCEU villain?
Man, Lex Luthor, Ezzy Eisenberg as Luthor.
Absolutely.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on both Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049? Personally, while I appreciate but don't love the original, I adore 2049.
I love both those movies.
I have to see all of the second one.
I can pry them from my cold, dead hands.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Nostalgia be an idea. Top 11 billion Mandy episodes.
I still haven't seen the show. I have to. Everyone's telling me I have to.
Good.
Honest reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. With how Rob's positioned, he looks like a small bearded child.
Yes, I agree. Isn't he, though?
Go on, then. Keep your secrets, Gandalf.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. Who would have thought that Sony would be revolutionizing animation while Pixar would be crap nowadays?
Well, I don't know. Did you see that Kraken one? That did just hot.
Modica, thank you for the 100 bits. Another Superman question. Has
that was DreamWorks. I'm sorry. I got that wrong. Sorry. Continue.
That's all right. Has anyone watched My Adventures with Superman? Not yet, but I'm interested in it.
I started. That's another one. Totally fine. But I don't want fine. I want amazing. Kind of thing. So I think I saw the first 2 episodes.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen the recent season of Black Mirror yet? And if so, thoughts?
I haven't.
No.
Sorry.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, Rob, Heather, have you ever done stand-up comedy? Would you ever, and what would you talk about?
Nope.
I've done live performance, but I wouldn't say it's stand-up. I've been at like shows and plays and improv and stuff like that, but I've never done stand-up. I don't know. I like performing more, so I feel like improvs count more.
Stand-up's like Ghostbusters to me. You've never worked in the private sector, Venkman. They expect results. That audience can be brutal.
Yeah. Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Trust me when I say, Doug, you don't need to watch the Wild Thornberrys show before watching the movie. I never watched a millisecond of the show when I followed general idea of the story/characters fine. In fact, I'm sure it's how most fans of the film viewed it. Anyway, you'll have the same experience that we did.
All right, I'll try to check it out.
I know, guys, thank you for the 100 bits. Can you give us a clue as to what next week's review will be? Also, Ruby Gilliman is on digital. Not that anyone would care. Maybe a review in the future?
I heard about that. Yeah, man, after like, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And a clue.
What was it?
Oh.
Interesting. FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Is Rob here because Barney said, Doug, let your brother join the Q&A?
I'm here because I could make it.
Slots, thank you for that raid an hour ago. Appreciate it. Sorry.
Thank you.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Favorite Black Adder episode?
Man, there's a clue I just gave her. I think the drinking
game
episode
from
in season 2.
Really
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. The studios want to do AI movies only because you don't have to pay to use the actor's likeness, etc. You do, though. Especially not millions to actors like a Tom Cruise and Robert Downey Jr. who make $100 million per movie. They won't have to hire caterers, etc. You don't have to pay residuals to AI, hence another reason they're pushing for it so much. There's an entire website and conventions devoted solely to buying the likeness of dead celebrities.
A part of me almost wants to say, do it, because I don't think anybody's gonna go see it. They might for a little bit just to see the gimmick of it, but I don't think it's gonna keep attention.
You vastly overestimate audiences.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at what people are seeing now. I don't know.
JPith, thank you for the 100 bits. Pick your poison. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End or Hobbit Battle of Five Armies.
I never did see the Five Army one. Maybe the Pirates just because that climax is kind of fun.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Dinner for Schmucks?
Did I see that one? I don't think I saw
I
that
haven't
one.
seen it.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen the movie Downhill with Will Ferrell and Julia Louis-Dreyfus? It's good.
We tried. We couldn't get it. I love the premise. I just didn't think the writing was that great.
Porcupines Are God, thank you for the 100 bits. How do you feel about Kenneth Branagh and the Gargoyles movie? At least he likes Shakespeare, although the creator of the show denied the announcement as false.
So he said it is false then, right? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
I still want to see Jordan Peele tackle it, man. I think that'd be cool. I want to see what he brings to it.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Rob. Doug has mentioned that you're not the biggest fan of Road to El Dorado. Just wondering what it is about the film that you really hate.
I don't get it. I get it. It's like the old Bob Hope road movies, but I'm like, who thought we need to put that with like a Mesoamerican epic story about I don't know. Every time I see it, I'm just like, who thought this was a good idea? It's just not my thing.
Adam Gunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I like it.
I like it. I don't love it. I never quite got into it as much as everyone else, but I really love the music. That I legit really love.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, one of my favorite NC reviews from you is The Cat in the Hat. It's the first video I ever saw you, and I became a fan. But that scene of the cat on a swing in a dress playing that song was cut. Could you find a way to put that back in without copyright, please?
And it is such a big scene, yeah. But then it might kill the views. I don't know. I'll look into it again because, yeah, that was a copyright claim thing, and it's so stupid. But then the joke doesn't make sense, so we'll see.
Adam Gunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What's your favorite Tim Curry performance?
It's a voiceover. Captain Hook from Peter Pan the Pirate.
Yeah, he's
I
really
thought
good
like
as
that's
Captain
Captain
Hook.
Hook to me.
I gotta go just because it's the greatest line delivery ever did, but Command and Conquer 3. Space!
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen A Serious Man 2009? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Oh, love it. That's another one that's really up there with some of my favorite Coen Brothers movies.
DJ Lol5, thank you for the 100 bits. There's a headcanon in the Mario movie that Bowser is bi in the movie. Don't believe me? Then look at the colors used for the song Peaches. Same color as the bi flag.
Clearly, you broke the code.
Okay.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, can we get a clue for next week's NC review, please?
One of the actors, the main actor in this movie, is mentioned in another show that was mentioned in the stream.
Ooh. Demon Airs, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, who would win in a fight, you or Miss Piggy?
Miss Piggy.
She played
Yeah,
dirty.
Miss Piggy.
Absolutely, yeah, clearly.
Queen Calificent, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob! I don't have a question. I'm just really happy to see you.
Hey!
Joe Kazobi, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you know Rob Paulson's son, Ash Paulson? Watch his video game-focused YouTube channel called Good Vibes Gaming.
Oh, okay. I only know from
Is that you?
when I read his book, he mentioned him a little bit in there, but no, that's about it. I didn't even know he had a streaming channel. We'll check that out.
DJ Lol5, thank you for the 100 bits. I heard that the studios in Hollywood are losing $600K a week while the strike continues to thrive. Should have paid your writers/actors.
Yes.
Yep.
I agree.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. An NC of The Notebook, but with Doe and Chester would be amazing.
I've never seen it. I hear I'm not missing much, but
No.
I should probably see it.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the Owen Wilson movie Paint?
Oh, I never saw it. Brad said it was okay. I'll try to check it out at some point.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. So, Doug, your friends are at least acquaintances with Cinema Sins, so what do you think of his style of videos, and by extension, your style of videos, all receiving backlash the past few years, even till today, that has led to countless video responses against Cinema Sins' channel, style of videos, calling them illegitimate, film criticism, and not just jokes, and leading to even channels like Cinema Wins being created as a counter to Cinema Sins, and Cinema Wins becoming even more popular too.
Whew! Again, take a breath, Heather.
How does it feel to be responsible for the downfall of society?
we have
and
feelings
film
too.
criticism in general.
Felix too. No, I mean they can say that. I mean that's the same way we dish out criticism. I mean we put ourselves on the chopping block as well. I like them. I think they're funny. I like coming at criticism with a different angle or different way of tackling it. So anything that encourages trying to review art as a form of art as well. Even if you don't like it or think it's okay or enjoy or whatever, I'm gonna encourage. So yeah, I'm all for it. Even the idea of critiquing the critique, I think is kind of interesting because it kind of shows the validity of it. That is kind of art worth looking at and talking about.
Rancy Gaming, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Doug. So remember the movie Crater I recommended you view for Disney-cember? Well, it has been removed from Disney Plus after only 2 months on D+. You can still watch it for Disney-cember if you put on the old pirate hat.
Man, that's harsh. I will say that I didn't even know about it until you mentioned it. So I guess they didn't push it that hard.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Keep, Listen, Burn, Composer Edition. John Williams, Danny Elfman, Alan Menken. Which composer would you keep forever, listen to once in a while, and burn all of their music?
I don't know. I'm doing any of them.
Keep Elfman.
Listen to Williams.
Williams, like
Burn
I
Menken.
guess Burn Menken.
Yeah,
no, I
but
have
it
nothing
feels wrong,
against
yeah.
that.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Favorite third movie in a trilogy?
Man, Return of the King, I guess.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Return of the King, definitely.
Good choice. The Strider for Life, thank you for the 100 bits. Konnichiwa, Doug. While you were streaming God of War, I was in Japan and I went to Shibuya 109 building and the Tokyo Skytree. If you want to visit, I recommend these spots. You want to know
Cool.
something heartbreaking? When I lived in Japan, I lived there from 2011 to 2012, and I watched them complete the building of the Skytree, and it opened 2 weeks after I left Japan. I never got to go to the
that
Skytree. It
sucks,
opened
man.
2 weeks after I left.
Wow, that sucks.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you guys heard of Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore? It's an upcoming game that is practically a spiritual successor of those awful and awkward Zelda CDI games. Yeah, because everything is a niche, and when everything is a niche, no one will be.
No, I have not heard of that, but it actually
Zelda
kind of,
CDI games are amazing.
yeah, it kind of makes me want to check them out now.
Who would I?
Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, another show I think is definitely worth watching on Disney-cember is The Ghost and Molly McGee. It's funny, heartwarming, engaging, has catchy songs, and you could do a drinking game every time the characters hug each other, as much as you see people scream in Dragon Ball.
Maybe I've seen it advertised on Disney, but I think I've seen people talk about it, but I haven't watched it. Maybe I'll wait for it to wrap up and I might check it out.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Top 11 ideas, coolest movie titles, coolest movie opening scenes, coolest movie closing scenes.
I've definitely thought about coolest movie openings. But that's another one where I feel like a lot of people probably done it already. That's not a bad idea. Coolest titles is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll think about that.
A lot of Tim Burton ones would be in there.
Yeah.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen the 1965 film I Saw What You Did? Just watched it recently and thought it was fun.
No, never heard of it.
I saw what you did last summer.
Yeah.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Who is your favorite character from the Boondocks?
Who's the old guy?
Yeah, that old. I also kind of like the main character too. He's sort of supposed to be like the voice of reason and stuff, but it's like harsh reason.
Honest reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. In relation to the opening of this week's video, as much as I ragged on Elemental for sharing Flash with a disappointing release, it surprisingly endured far better by remaining at number 2 for 3 weeks straight and staying in the top 10, and is currently making more than the Flash, who just fell off after its first weekend.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was saying to myself, I wonder if this joke's gonna work after is see if Elemental will stick around. It is a little bit. Still not doing great, but it is doing
Because
better.
Elemental's more of a family film, so it's just
It's
like
something to
if
take your kids
you're
to.
taking your kids to see something.
JPit, thank you for the 100 bits. Best Mario Kart game. Trick question. The real answer is Crash Team Racing.
Well,
Wow.
fuck us.
Salmara, thank you for the 100 bits. Are you guys excited for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it looks good.
Yeah.
it is
I'm
a movie
not-
I have to keep reminding myself is coming out, but yeah.
I'm not a giant like Seth Rogen guy, so the way they're plastering his name over every trailer, I'm kind of like, all right.
But the style.
I mean,
does
it doesn't
pretty
look.
cool.
Yeah, no, I like the animation style. Like, it doesn't look bad. It's just more like, oh, I guess I'll be giving money to Seth Rogen then.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the trailer for Dumb Money, the Seth Rogen movie about the 2021 GameStop fiasco?
It's all about Seth Rogen.
It's all about Seth Rogen. Good transition.
It does look kind of interesting. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I saw several
It does.
documentaries on it, so I think a movie on it should be pretty fun.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts/NC for Finding Dory or Monsters University.
Monsters U is too boring. I couldn't do that.
No.
Finding Dory might be interesting. I did actually really like that one quite a bit.
DJ Lol5, thank you for the 100 bits. What did you think of the new trailer for Migration, Illumination's new movie coming to cinemas in December? This is the same director who did Ernest and Celestine and The Big Bad Fox, which are absolutely bangers.
Didn't I get this question?
No, a trailer must have just dropped then, because
Yeah.
I saw the teaser. I haven't seen the trailer though. There must be more to it because a lot of people are telling me about it. I will try to check it out.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. I mean, James Dean is starring in a film 70 plus years after his death. Wow, and other dead celebrities and living celebrities are being scanned and using all these scans for all their star deep fakes being made for perpetuity. They almost finished their plans to get every actor extra ever too, but were stopped by SAG-AFTRA. It's my theory, and they may even still get all the scans anyway. And we're getting de-aging like crazy and dead actors in cameos.
What if
Yeah.
this is like Terminator? What if James Dean becomes aware? Will we have?
He'll
Judgment
literally
Day?
tear us apart.
Will we have Judgment Dean?
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Who's your favorite villain from the DuckTales reboot?
Glomgold.
Yeah, I think Glomgold
Easily.
too.
He's just so pathetic and so
It's
funny.
so
And when you
petty.
find out that accent might be kind of fake too, on top.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Top 11 idea, Coen Brothers movies.
That's another one I feel like everyone's probably done them.
The thing is, like, they did so few overall too that it would be a large majority of the films would be in the top 11 that they've done.
Yeah.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the 1932 film World's Most Dangerous Game?
I don't know if I've seen that movie. I'll have to check it out.
JPith, thank you for the 100 bits. All-time favorite video game?
I like Marvel vs. Capcom too.
I don't know. There's too many.
Okay.
Yeah. FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the trailer for Wonderwell with Carrie Fisher?
Wonderwell?
Wonderwell.
Doesn't look particularly great, but that's generally the last film someone's in is oftentimes never great.
Huh, okay, yeah, I mean, see this, I'll try to check it out.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the trailer for Nandor Fodor and the Talking Mongoose, the new Simon Pegg movie?
What's it called again?
Nandor Fodor, Nandor space Fodor.
Those are Lord of the Rings kingdoms. Those aren't real names.
I will try to check it out.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. Dwayne Johnson is heavily teasing Black Adam might be in Deadpool 3 and maybe in Avengers Secret Wars. Interesting. Maybe the others will show up too from DCEU/DC.
I mean, if anyone could do it, I mean, Deadpool can.
Exile, thank you for the 100 bits. You just had to do the live action gargoyle joke. I would do the Family Guy joke with Kool-Aid Man, but I already did that.
Yeah, we did that in our Haunted Mansion review too. I
Yeah.
think we teased a live action gargoyle.
LePew, thank you for the 100 bits. It's a miracle! Rob's ghost is alive!
How Egon.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the Dustin Hoffman movie Tootsie?
Oh, I like it. I mean, for the reasons
good.
everybody likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one in forever.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. What would you say is the funniest moment in the film Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I just think of the creativity in it. I think the ice cream day was really cool, and then he takes the throwing the ice cream snowballs too seriously. I thought that was pretty funny.
Job Kazobi, thank you for the 100 bits. Lovely to see you again. Rob, how is Papa Walker? Will we meet him in a stream, or see him in a stream, or a future NC review?
No, we keep him locked away pretty tight.
We keep him well fed though.
He's in the attic.
He gets his
But,
exercise outside sometimes too.
Yeah, we give him
Yeah,
a little
he's-
wheel.
He's
So,
fine. He's got a wheel, a giant water bottle, like.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can give him another one. So he still does like music for the reviews and stuff like that. We'll see if we can work him into another one.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Anyone here got any songs in their heads? I do. It's by the Japanese rock band One OK Rock. I saw them live. It's called Vandalize, and it's one of the credit songs for Sonic Frontiers. Fun fact, they say fuck about 4 times, only in Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's always I'm Every Woman, but only the Whitney Houston techno dance remix.
And since I just did the Mario movie, I have had Take On Me in my head quite a bit.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. The studios rejected the AI thing, paying for the likenesses and voices because they don't have to pay any money to use the actors' likenesses or voices via the deals the actors very stupidly signed, not getting what they signed away. Any had gotten the rights and scans all the extras, actors would obsolete. They kind of already are. I think they already scanned all the stars A to Z level list across the board, but they need extras, and that's where they caught on, I think.
Good to know.
We get it. We
Short.
hate Hollywood too.
Short.
There's a lot of
Short.
paragraphs from Kingdom Hearts
We might
24/7.
have to take a breath.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. How would you rank the 3 main villains from Doom Patrol? Those being Mr. Nobody, the Candlemaker, and the Brain.
Oh, Mr. Nobody first.
Yeah.
Then the Candlemaker, then the Brain, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Candlemaker had a little bit of a letdown.
I think he already gave
reveal,
us the
but-
perfect list.
Yeah, but the build-up was so good.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, did you see Baz Luhrmann's Elvis film? And if so, your thoughts?
No.
It's a blast. You should check it out.
I just watching the trailer, I already can't take Tom Hanks seriously.
I don't
so-
think you're supposed to. It's a
Okay.
lot of fun.
All right, I'll have to check it out.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. So, Rob, I mentioned the 25th anniversary of System of a Down's debut album in the past stream, and Doug mentioned you liked System more than him. Do you have any favorite songs? Because my favorite song is all of them.
Well, yeah, all of them. Toxicity, Aerials. My favorite, I forget, it was Hypnotize or Mesmerize. It was one of those albums. Was it Revenga? But it's got a great chorus line, something like "My sweet revenge will be yours. It's for the taking. It's in the making." That's like probably my favorite. I like jam to that a lot.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, have you seen Del Toro's Pinocchio? And if so, thoughts?
I did. I enjoyed it.
Wasn't that all what you were expecting, though, right? What you
No,
kinda like.
it's definitely Del Toro though, where I'm just like, well, didn't see that. I'm like, it was interesting. No, I thought it was pretty good. I got wrapped up in it like really quickly.
Chimmy Chumpy, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you think you can do a video talking about Sound of Freedom? I know it's not nostalgic, but I do think it's a movie that needs to be seen.
Everybody is seeing it. It sounds like it's doing great numbers. I don't know much about it. I know Brad reviewed it, said it was okay. I'll probably check it out just to see what the crowds are going to see. Because again, yeah, it's doing surprisingly really good numbers.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. I think I'm going to start editing some of your paragraphs here. I think personally we're seeing a shift in Hollywood. We're heading towards a new era in Hollywood.
I'm kind of hoping so. I don't know. Like I said, part of me almost
Yeah.
wishes they would let the AI thing happen just to
They
watch it.
created
kinda
this
crash and
problem.
burn.
They halfway
Yeah.
created this problem with the pivot to streaming.
Mm.
And trying to copy Netflix early on, and then when the pandemic happened, so it's just like, well, you started it, so now you're gonna have to dig your way out of it.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. They're talking more about AI again, how people are all scanned, and maybe it's partially their fault because they understood what was happening when they were being scanned, which I disagree with because that was happening to extras, and they basically had two choices: either go through with it or two, to walk away and never work, like have a black stain on their name to never work with a production again. So
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I've heard too. Yeah.
And generally, extras don't know shit. So, like, they Hollywood likes to take advantage of like people who aren't rich and famous movie stars left and right.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. What did you think of David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck? Personally, his performance reminded me of Vincent Price as Ratigan in that he completely immersed himself in the role. Pitch perfect casting, in my opinion.
I thought it was good. I don't think it was that good, but I wasn't comparing him to Alan Young. at
Yeah,
all.
once I got over the fact it wasn't Alan Young because I was such an Alan Young fan, I really, really liked it.
Yeah.
And like by the end of it, I was really invested. But pretty much by the middle of season 1, I'm like, okay, I'm on board.
Pet Projects, thank you for the 100 bits. Which Looney Tunes film, there it is, would you say is better? Back in Action or the Space Jam sequel?
Space Jam sequel's a little bit more fun. I have a soft spot for Joe Dante, but Space Jam is just so pure in what a commercial is.
Yeah, probably right.
JPit, thank you for the 100 bits. I thought Across the Spider-Verse was great. However, I do definitely prefer the first movie. The airtight storytelling in the first one somewhat took a backseat to Easter eggs and jokes, in my opinion.
I think a lot of the extra stuff is telling the story and stuff about the character.
Yeah, it's not so much about the jokes and the Easter eggs, but it is
a tighter story. You're right, though.
Yeah, the first one was a tighter, more classic story. So, and I'm kind of the opinion that I'm gonna wait till the third one comes out before I start ranking them. But I mean, on a basic level, like right now, I'm like, yeah, I would sit through the first one again, probably a little more often than the second.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. In your Super Mario review, I was surprised you didn't include Hakuna Matata on your annoying songs meter when you talked about Peaches. By the way, Peaches is far more annoying than Let It Go.
I had it on there. I think I replaced it with another one because I had another Disney one, so I wanted a little bit more variety.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. The movie Simone with Al Pacino was always the final solution for Hollywood at the end of the day. And then talking about how South Park tried to warn us about Chat GPT.
Yeah, I mean that. I remember just
South
hearing
Park
the movie
did
was
it.
okay, but yeah, it was kind of thinking ahead, wasn't it?
Kirok, thank you for the 100 bits. This one's for Rob. I've already asked Doug, how would you review Superman 3?
With a 10-foot pole.
Kingdom Hearts 7, Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. I don't personally think Apple is buying Disney. I think it's more that Disney buys other companies.
Sure.
Yeah, I hadn't heard any
Apple's
rumor.
not buying
that
Disney.
Yeah,
all right?
Apple, I had never heard that rumor. Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, do you like Beavis and Butthead? Follow-up question, have you watched the reboot?
Yes, I do, and I enjoyed the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America. I have not seen the reboot yet. I don't know if I'm too old now. Like I enjoyed
I hear it's
it.
pretty good.
Is it good?
Yeah, I hear it's
So
really
I mean, I
good.
enjoyed Beavis and Butthead, but I was also the right age at the time. I was a teenager. So.
JPit, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, we all remember you for being compared to AVGN when you were just starting out, and rewatching some of your older reviews recently, I noticed you did say, what were they thinking a few times? Sorry, Doug, but James basically invented the term.
What
Yeah,
were you
no-
thinking?
nobody used it before then. Yeah, you're right. He copyrighted and everything. Yeah.
You're right. Nobody on planet Earth would say words like that.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen King Richard? I checked it out and it was pretty damn good. It was very slow film, but I was never bored or pulled out of it. The story was investing and the performances were great.
I mean, which King Richard? There's a ton of King Richard. Are we talking about the Will Smith? Well, okay, we are talking about the Will Smith one.
no, Richard III.
I don't know. Oh shit, am I confused? I think I'm confused with a different King Richard. Okay, anyway. No, I haven't. I probably should see if it was all worth it.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the Hitchcock film Vertigo?
Oh god, so
Oh,
good.
I love Vertigo.
Yeah, I liked it the first
That's
time,
one
but
of his
watching it
best.
again, I'm like, fuck, this is brilliant. This is so good.
I'm sorry, I was half not paying attention. The Will Smith one was what that Disney Nerd was asking about.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, great, sorry. That Disney Nerd, thank you for gifting that sub to Pet Projects. Really appreciate it, thank you.
Thank you.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, have you seen the new Apple TV series Shrinking with Jason Segel? I highly recommend it. Harrison Ford hasn't been this funny in quite a while.
No, I have not.
I look like a show we'd like.
Yeah, that's the only way I can put it. Sometimes the show can be perfectly fine, and it's still not something I would gravitate towards, so that might be one of them.
Japeth, thank you for the 100 bits. Favorite Tarantino film?
It's a toss-up between Django and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think it might be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time would probably be third for me. Inglourious Bastards and probably Kill Bill Volume 1.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm trying to figure out how to summarize this, but I can't. Basically, they're kind of going on a rant about how they think Disney made a big mistake addressing all the criticisms politically and culture war stuff.
Did they?
Did they?
I missed that, yeah.
They said there was like
I
a
have to see it.
Doomcock stand-in and She-Hulk, and I don't know. I didn't quite understand what the message was about.
Yeah, I'll try and look it up.
Joel B., thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the Coen Brothers movie Blood Simple?
Oh, God.
Oh,
so good.
that's one of my favorite of theirs, actually.
Has one of my favorite shots in any movie when the camera is going down the bar and there's this guy passed down. The camera actually goes over the guy and then keeps going. I thought that was so clever.
I love that final shot with just the dripping under the sink.
So
it's so good. Great E. Emmett Walsh performance, too. And what was it, Dan Hedaya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fran
Japeth,
McDormand.
oh, sorry. Japeth, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Boondock Saints?
I like it.
think I like it. Yeah.
There's no thinking you like it. You just,
okay,
you
I
like
guess
it.
I like it. I like it.
I like it, and so do you.
Yes.
Honest reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. Back to Spider-Man. Not surprising to notice the film influence, as the Raimi films were 1/3 of the inspiration, the other two being the original Lee run and Bendis' Ultimate Universe run.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I definitely noticed a lot. I mean, all over the place, you can see Raimi shots and stuff like there, and that definitely.
That's Disney Nerd. Thank you for the 100 bits. Every time one of the coaches in King Richard talked about one of his kids in the film, I kept saying out loud, "Keep my kid's name out of your fucking mouth."
Hits him with a racket.
He's never gonna live that down. Nor should he.
Kenton Play Stuff, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Doug. Hi, Heather. How are you? Oh my gosh, it's a Rob.
Hello.
Honest reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, thought on that Green Goblin reveal.
Man, what a surprise that there was no surprise. That really surprised me. I thought that was so cleverly done. Yeah, that really got me in Spectacular Spider-Man. I'll tell you. later.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. And they are saying they have a lot of opinions about Star Wars, so strap in. Short version is people gave the prequels another chance, not just because of nostalgia, but because of the Darth Jar Jar theory. And it was Lucas's original intent and going to be the big twist and reveal.
I don't think that's
Even if that was the case, that is so much stupider even than I could have imagined.
He'd be trolling his fans at that point.
Yeah.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Streets of Fire? I think it could use the full NC treatment.
I don't know if I know that one. Let me see if it's ringing a bell here. Streets of Fire. 84. I've never seen it.
Got Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
84. Well, these are all things I like.
Yeah, I will try to check it out.
Bully McGuire, thank you for the 100 bits. Worst case of AI is if it followed the short horror story of I have no mouth and I must scream. If you have read it, what's your view on it?
Oh, the story. You know, I think I read it years ago, but I remember the title more than the story.
Wasn't that a video game?
Is that what it was? I remember hearing that title, but I gotta look it up later. Maybe I haven't seen, played, read, whatever.
I wish there was some way I could zoom in right now. Chaplin is perfectly in between you two, and every now and then we're just seeing half of his face like staring up at you guys. He's perfectly placed right now. It's amazing. J-Bit, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, what's a movie you like but Doug hates and vice versa?
Well, Eyes Wide Shuts are always standard go-to for you like and I don't.
Yeah.
I like that I love David Lynch's Dune.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know if I hate it, but I really don't like it.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. Remember, Yoda was annoying and dumb before his big reveal in Empire that was going to be Jar Jar in Attack of the Clones, not Count Dooku, but the backlash stopped it, which is when people turned on the prequel bashers exponentially, I noticed, but also because of how big criticism of the prequels was George Lucas's involvement at all. Let him alone, him having the most control.
I still don't know if that would have worked. It would have been funny, but I think people would have been even more pissed off because they hated Jar Jar.
What was the idea?
That Jar Jar was going to be the Dooku, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Dooku
Count
role.
Dooku?
Yeah.
I mean, if you did it seriously and he drops the damn voice, maybe, but if it's supposed to be that same voice,
right.
it's just like,
Yeah, actually, it
Use the
sounds like
fight
this.
now, Anakin! Use the joint the
Christopher
dark
Lee was
side.
going to do
Like,
his real voice.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. The sequel trilogy showed that people were dead wrong, and assuming Lucas being completely uninvolved would save Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Willow. There's other reasons. I'll get to that in other messages.
no, you still need to know what you're effing doing.
Yeah, you still need a vision. I
Yeah,
think.
clearly Disney didn't have a vision, or they did. They had 3 separate visions that then they cobbled together. Like it was a mess. But yeah, no, I agree. It's getting rid of Lucas is step 1.
Yeah.
Then step 2 is have vision. Then step 3, profit. They just went get rid of Lucas and
then
tried to go
profit.
straight to step 3.
LePew, thank you for the 100 bits. Are theater technicians on or will they be on strike? Theater tech is my college major.
I don't know.
I
don't-
just saw a TikTok about it today that there is a possibility that Broadway theater technicians will go on strike.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
They're in talks right now. Japeth, thank you for the 100 bits. Favorite Martin Scorsese movie, and I swear to God if you say a Marvel movie.
Man, favorite one.
King of Comedy's way up there
King of
for
Comedy's
me.
pretty great. I really like
Taxi.
that,
I mean, Taxi.
Oh
Driver's
yeah,
really good.
Taxi Driver.
Goodfellas.
I saw Taxi Driver again. It was like seeing
Yeah.
it for the first time. I saw it. It was
Good.
so
Goodfellas is really good. Wolf of Wall Street's really good. He's got a lot.
Yeah.
Willie McGuire, thank you for the 100 bits. Can Last of Us 2013 game be qualified as Oscar bait?
Oh,
I don't think so, because like the
Okay.
Game Awards aren't that big of a deal anyway.
so really quickly on the previous question, because this movie doesn't get enough love. Hugo was really,
Yeah,
really
it
good,
was
and
really
I
good.
always forget about that one. Sorry.
And yeah, I don't know. Are they? So they're not talking about the show. They're talking about the.
They said Last of Us
game?
2013 game.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seemed like a good game. Well put together. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think about awards for games. It's weird, even though it's totally a thing.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Are you Elvis people or Beatles people? I swear this is my last Elvis related question.
I lean more towards Beatles. I like
Beatles.
the kitsch of Elvis, but I like the music of Beatles.
Beatles, but I mean, sometimes it's apples and oranges. I don't know. What kind of a question is that anyway?
Spark Flare, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. To me, the sequel trilogy is far more dishonest in its portrayal of, oh, we've got practical effects more than the prequels, when they have more CGI than any Star Wars trilogy combined.
Well, probably as they went on, I would think. But they did have more.
Some of it
They
is.
made an attempt at
It
least.
just the prequels looked so glossy in a way that was
And fake and
unbelievably
phony,
fake.
yeah.
Even when there were practical effects, which tells me then like, well, there's a double fail there. If people are just like, well, we just assumed that was CGI. Then I'm like, then something didn't go right.
I'm a Geek 2476, thank you for that subscription. Welcome, appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Pineapple Express?
You know, I never got into that one. I like a lot what that group
It's
makes,
fine.
but it never made me laugh for some reason.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the TV show Barney Miller?
God, I haven't seen that show. Like, I think Nick at Night was running it last time I saw that. I mean, it was fine.
I can't remember if I've seen this show.
It's old.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. Like I said, the prequels had more practical effects than anyone thought, and the sequel trilogies proved George Lucas right that a special effect, practical or not, without a good story is a pretty boring thing.
Well, he proved that right with the prequels.
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Of these 3 Tom Holland performances, which is your overall favorite? Spider-Man in the Spider-Man films, Nathan Drake in Uncharted, or Rihanna on Lip Sync Battle Dancing in Drag?
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
It's Rihanna.
Absolutely Rihanna. Then Spider-Man and Nathan Drake, that's like not even on the list. That should be well off into Alaska or something.
Japeth, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Zack Snyder's Watchmen?
I liked it.
I like it. I know
Yeah.
it's got a weird, like, some people really, really love it, and then there was like a whole backlash. I was definitely in the not quite love it, but I thought it was pretty good.
Especially for the time it came out. You didn't
Yeah.
see movies like that then.
Cameron Blythe, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. My question is, if you could bring back any TV show, what would it be? For me, it would be My Name is Earl. Sadly, it ended on a cliffhanger.
Mr. Ed.
Hell yeah, Mr. Ed.
Just see what the hell they do.
No, what was the sitcom? Stark Raving Mad.
Oh, that was good.
It was a Neil Patrick Harris and Tony Shalhoub sitcom that I think lasted
that
like
was
one
really
season.
funny. Yeah.
And it was getting really freaking funny. And the original like version of The Tick was getting really funny.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Pizza Tower has only been out for about 7 months, but already I want there to be an animated show of it. They can call it The Ludicrous Adventures of Peppino Spaghetti. I know I'm not alone in this.
I can see maybe doing it like that Earthworm Jim cartoon that came out years ago. Maybe like that vibe.
Joel B, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the Seth Rogen comedy, This Is the End? My personal favorite Seth Rogen comedy.
Oh, I love it. We just saw it again. My wife
Yeah,
and I,
it's pretty good.
Loved it.
I like it.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. George Lucas was even right about dead Han Solo toys not selling now. Nothing is selling anymore for Star Wars in stores, especially the toys. Are they not? All of my nephews have a ton of Star Wars toys.
I'd like to see the sales numbers, like, because that's one of those things that always gets bandied about on like YouTube drama channels and stuff. Nobody's buying, and I'm like, let me talk to Hasbro and see what their actual numbers are.
Kenton Play Stuff, thank you for the 100 bits. If you haven't played this on Tuesday already, would you all want to play Gartic Phone in one stream? It'd be fun to see everyone's drawing styles and what you can do with each other's ideas. I gotta look into Gartic Phone. This is a couple of times people have mentioned it, but I don't know what it is. I gotta look into
I don't even
Gartic
know that
Phone.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down. Sorry, Gartic Phone. Okay. Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. I didn't get a chance to really read this over. Sequel trilogy is too reactionary to the responses of the fans. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Force Awakens was only made the way it was as a reaction to idiots bashing the prequels. Last Jedi is made as Rian Johnson's way to say Force Awakens sucked. Well, I don't know about that.
No, I
wouldn't
think
say
it was
that.
Rian Johnson's way of saying, like, we need a reset and let's do something different after 7 movies that kind of just keep repeating themselves.
Psychotic Yoshi, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the James Franco and Seth Rogen comedy, The Interview?
I never saw that one. Well, nobody did at the time, but yeah, I never did check it out. Probably should.
Blake the Nothing, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Doug and Rob. What is one NC episode you dislike or wish that you could redo?
Oh, lots. Honestly.
Junior always, that was our first.
Yeah, it's one of those where I'll go back and I'll watch some where I'll be like, man, this held up better than I thought, or I remember this being bad. It's actually pretty good. And then others like, man, I used to think this was so funny. It's not that great. So yeah, I don't know. There's actually quite a few that I would probably do differently. Ones I like to expand on, definitely from the early days too.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. They're saying the subtext of Last Jedi was bashing fans that were mad about the extended universe. I really disagree with that.
Yeah, I didn't
I
see
actually really
that.
enjoyed Last Jedi.
I like a lot of it.
That's assuming Rian Johnson gave a shit enough to even make that a
Yeah.
commentary.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. And Rise of Skywalker is just the worst reaction I've seen to any movie, let alone The Last Jedi. George Lucas never changed his story completely to satisfy fanboys, and we're all better off for it. That's real filmmaking.
I will agree with the first part of that.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's real filmmaking, George Lucas part. Those two haven't gone together in a while. So definitely not that part. But yes, that first part, absolutely.
Japeth, thank you for the 100 bits. We know you love Babe, Pig in the City. How about the first one?
Oh, I like that too. Yeah.
I think they're both very different, but both very good.
That's why I like
Babe, Pig in the City, from the guy who gave us Fury Road.
Yeah.
Mumra, thank you for the 100 bits. Would you rather have to wear the Nintendo Power Glove every time you're in public for the rest of your life, or use the Power Pad as your only bed blanket for the rest of your life?
I'll wear the power glove.
That's pretty. That's so bad. Come on, yeah. I'd be down for that.
That's not a problem. But sleeping with that stupid power pad, that thing's cold.
It's really cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
Joker Clown Prince of Crime, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, Doug and Rob. Have any one of you watched Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel?
Oh yeah.
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 good.
I haven't seen the latest two that have come out, but yeah, no, I enjoy it a great deal. Just the animation alone, stunning.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. My big issue too with the original trilogy fanboys is that they're very unfairly portray Lucas like he's the villain for not releasing the original trilogy unaltered, and even lied about George Lucas not releasing the original unaltered versions of the original trilogy when he did in 2006. I come to find out I bought those versions.
Wait, what? I'm just hearing George Lucas a lot.
Yeah.
That's George Lucas.
I like to have the original version. I didn't know that was out anywhere. I will look more into that.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Who was your favorite character from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies besides Jack and Barbossa?
I like the two. I like the two that are the one with the glass
I'm reading the
eye
Bible,
and-
so I can't read it. It's a Bible. It counts. Yeah. They have some good lines.
Yeah, Barbossa's my favorite character. So
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, they're in the 4x3 letterbox format. That's the only way he could have done it for the fans. That said, they wanted it, and he still gets hate even to this day. With WTF, you know you can just change the aspect ratio on your TV, right?
Yeah, but the clarity is there. I do remember hearing that. I don't know. There's got to be a way to release it again where it's more clear. It's the right aspect ratio.
Power Gamer, thank you for the 100 bits. Top 5 first viewing moments. Number 5, terrible flash lines, Justice League. 4, head ripping, Nutcracker 3D. 3, The Institute, Freddy Got Fingered. 2, Porky Pig rap, Space Jam 2. And number 1, farting camels in Kangaroo Jack.
I do like watching those again, those first few weeks. Those are pretty fun.
yeah.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Imagine if someone made a horror movie using our irrational fears from our childhood. Stuff like the deafening THX logo, obscure production company logos, empty liminal space. I think it could work, though it would be super tricky to execute.
I always say bags and quicksand. That stuff I thought was going to be a bigger problem. Getting thrown in a bag and then drowning in quicksand. That's always.
Yeah, definitely. Well, growing up in growing up in the 80s, I was always convinced I would always end up on a milk carton too. So that was another one that didn't happen. I guess I just wasn't that interesting. Nobody wanted to grab me.
Kenton Play Stuff, thank you. No one take that out of context. Kenton Play Stuff, thank you for the 100 bits. With the hype, if there is any, for the upcoming Willy Wonka movie, are there any plans to review either of the Chocolate Factory movies? Also, if you do, it would be a crime, nay, a sin, to not include Black Willy Wonka.
True, but I did old versus new of the Wonka movie, so yeah, I kind of already did in that sense.
Kingdom Hearts 24/7, thank you for the 100 bits. Either people don't know or they just want to be ignorant and hate George Lucas, and that's not even satisfying enough for them. They find new stuff to bitch about.
I mean, I always say if you say George Lucas destroyed your childhood, you never had a childhood worth saving. If that's going to be what destroys your childhood, you don't have a good foundation. Yeah.
He inconvenienced my childhood. I'll give him that.
J-Pit, thank you for the 100 bits. Rewatched your review for The First American Tale. I fucking love the line, "That's right, kids, life is hell, and then it's real hell."
That is every Tom Bluth film. Till the very last minute, and it's like, happy ending.
Duke Dawson, thank you for the 100 bits. When you guys were buying your houses, what were your ideas and attributes of your dream house?
Lava moat, I think, was way up there.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't know until you see it, I guess. I didn't have any specific plan. Just when I saw it,
open.
Like, oh,
I think for us, open kitchen was definitely a big one because we like having people over and cooking. So I didn't want a closed off kitchen. That was probably the big thing. And now, like
a basement.
A basement.
For fucking tornadoes, man.
Considering we had like 16 tornadoes in the past like 2 weeks, like a basement.
Bully McGuire, thank you for the 100 bits. Berenstain or Berenstein? Without looking it up online, which one?
It's Berenstain.
Yeah.
AI.
Berenstain.
Yes.
Ooh, dang. Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Bit of a weird question, but which human body part do you think lends itself to the most comedic possibilities?
The dick.
No. dick and balls.
Yeah,
You gotta have
pretty
all
funny.
three.
Yeah,
Gotta have. That's why Something About Mary. It was just perfect. It had everything.
The beans of the prank.
Yeah, it had the beans and the frag.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Did you guys hear Adult Swim will have its own animation block called Checkered Past? It's literally going to be what Boomerang stopped being. Cartoon Network classics like Dexter, Powerpuff Girls, Ed, and Eddie shown in all their glory. I'm on board with this, especially with how lousy media preservation has become nowadays.
What a great title, Checkered Past with the logo. That's really clever.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I'm a jackass. I just put that together once you said it. I'm like, Checkered Past. I'm like, oh, the logo.
JPith, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, what do you think of the Knives Out movies?
I like them. I thought the first one was definitely better than the second. I'm fascinated, just riveted by whatever the fuck that accent's supposed to be that Daniel Craig is doing. Like, I'm like, well, that's definitely not New Orleans or any sort of Southern I remember when I lived down there, but it is so its own thing. I gotta respect it.
Duke Dawson, thank you for the 100 bit. Oh, no, I didn't just read that. Rob, what are your opinions on Invader Zim?
Oh, I love Invader Zim. That was a great show. Yeah. You should see it.
I've seen a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it? Okay, good.
Cameron Blythe, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, what are your thoughts on Star Wars Revenge of the Sith? It's my personal favorite Star Wars movie.
It's all right. There's parts of it I like. It's definitely the best out of that set. But if I were to rank them, like, it'd still be probably 6th, maybe. So.
Kenton Play Stuff, thank you for the 100 bits. Since you prefer to review shows after they're finished, I guess there won't be a Disney-cember of this show for a while, so I'll just ask right now, have you seen Big City Greens, and what are your thoughts on it if you have?
No, I've seen it advertised on Disney+. I think I've had recommended before, too, but I haven't seen it yet.
Maxman, thank you for the 300 bits. Hey, Doug, just remembered that stream was happening. Nice to see that Rob is here, so hey, Rob.
Hello. Thank you.
JPith, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, still to this day, think you were too harsh on Monsters University.
A lot of people agree. I think on the Disney-cember, people are like, boo! I said that. So, yeah, it's got a following.
Eventually, people will look back and be like, he was ahead of his time. The Pixar crack started there.
Maxman, thank you for the 100 bits. Also going to be a contrarian. I thought Fred Armiston was a great Cranky Kong.
Really?
Boy, what a...
I don't see it.
I love him in, like, everything. And that is the first time I'm like, oh, that one broke me. Yeah. I'm like, I can't do... Like, I did not like him at all in that.
If you like it, great. But, yeah, we couldn't get into it.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 39-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate it.
Thank
39 months. Doug, you become one of my favorite comfort YouTubers. I put on one of your videos whenever I feel stressed. It always helps me. Thank all three of you for your hard work and the laughs and good vibes.
Thank you. It's usually the other way around. People put on, then they get stressed.
Doug's like mac and cheese. Emphasis on the cheese.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie No Hard Feelings?
I just saw it. Great acting, shitty script. But the acting almost saves it. They are very, very funny.
Honest Reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. In regards of what Rob said about Owl House 2 weeks ago, we're dead on with some behind-the-scenes shenanigans going on as the show was canceled while making second half of season 2, and the creator, Dana Terrace, has to negotiate for the third season.
Yeah, it's a shame. I think it was detrimental. I liked that final episode a lot, but the two leading into it, I'm like, this is clunky, whereas I thought the other 2 seasons were better.
Honest Reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. If you're interested in seeing how much got changed because of the cancellation, I recommend checking out the roundtable video, Everything That Happened After Owl House. It goes over things that were changed, such as having 2 completely different endings planned, and how the cancellation also changed how they wrote the second half of the season 2 altogether.
Interesting. I do want to check it out. Yeah.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. With Deadpool 3 set to come out, who would you want to see as the villain? It's rumored to be Magneto again because of fucking course they chose the most boring option, but I really want Mr. Sinister personally.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be good.
I always want to see Omega Red in an X-Men movie. He'd be cool.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Funny that after Doug reviewed the SpongeBob movie, all sorts of lost SpongeBob media began surfacing. I shit you not, it's a bunch of illustrations from the staff of the SpongeBob characters performing all forms of explicit sexual acts with one another. I wept as I typed this message.
I did not know that. I mean, there is a SpongeBob porno, so I guess that makes sense.
I think my disturbed sound is always that little kid from A Christmas Story.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Have either of you seen Ernest and I don't know how to say this. I'm saying it wrong, I feel like all the whole time. Ernest and Celestine. Celestine? I don't know. If not, do you think you would love it? Oh, I
have
think you
not
would love
seen
it. In my opinion, it's up there with Kiki's Delivery Service as one of the most charming films ever made.
It looked
I
really
really
good.
like Kiki, so you better be right about that.
I heard it's really good. I haven't seen it. I should check it out.
Tarenga Leela, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, can you do more takes on Do You Like to Fly?
I'm trying to remember what it was. Do you remember, Heather? Do you like to fly?
Only remember vaguely because of that no context nostalgia critic game that I put together like months ago, but I don't remember the context. It was just like a Valkyrie or Van Helsing. Thank you, chat.
Okay. I can't remember. Do you like to fly? Would you like to go to the store? Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully that's right.
You're
FBL.
goofy.
He is. FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the show Disenchantment?
That's the Matt Groening one, right?
Yeah.
I like it. I don't love it.
Every season has a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like I watch something like Owl House. I feel like God, it's all kind of here, and like it feels like if you took a show like that and carved it up into where it's like they each have little pieces.
Yeah, I like.
And it's like, well, this season got this right, but then there was some filler here, and this other season got this right.
Yeah,
like,
but it's good. It's a good show.
Yeah.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, have you seen The Whale? And if so, thoughts?
The Brendan Fraser one? Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was the greatest movie of all time, but yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What's a food in a live action movie that made you go, damn, I want that?
Anytime people have pizza in a movie, even if it's bad looking pizza, I am always in the mood for that.
Like Home Alone, cheese pizza.
What? You and the
for
strudel
myself.
in
in Inglourious Bastards, when he orders that strudel, he's like, faithful a cream. And it's just like, I'm like, I want like a pastry right fucking now.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on The Lighthouse?
Oh, I love it. Oh my god.
That's a good movie.
It is one of those I wish it ended a minute earlier, but that's just a personal preference. The ending is still really good.
Cameron Blythe, thank you for the 100 bits. They revealed the new sonic screwdriver for Doctor Who. It's a mix between David and Matt's screwdriver. Really cool. I saw it. It does look really cool.
Nice. I'll have to check it out.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What is your favorite food scene in a Tarantino movie? For me, it's the scene where Brad Pitt's character makes himself and his dog dinner in the trailer in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
There's two separate ones. One, the strudel, which we just mentioned, and two, that is one tasty burger.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's it.
Fucking burger. We have no In-N-Out burger here.
We have Portillo's, though. It's kind of like.
And I want In-N-Out burgers so bad, and we ain't have any here.
Kenton Play Stuff, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you have any Happy Meal toys that were your favorites growing up? Mine was probably when they promoted the Inspector Gadget movie. The film may not have been perfect, but the toys were clever on their own, and collecting them all could get you build a 1-foot Inspector Gadget figure. Oh, that's
Super
cool.
Mario Brothers 3
the
ones.
Mario 3,
Yeah, the Mario 3, because we were just the right age. That game had just come out. Super Mario Brothers 3 on the NES.
I also like the Looney Tunes as different DC heroes.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
There was an Oliver and Company set.
Yeah, we still got
as
those.
well, and I remember that because I still have
Christmas
the
ornaments.
ornament.
Yeah.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What is your overall favorite ride at Disneyland? For me, it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Big Thunder Mountain.
Haunted Mansion.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 200 bits. I can't believe I'm saying this. Hello, you magnificent 3. I missed you, Rob. Great review of the new Mario movie. Doug saw it twice with my dad. Great experience with my dad because we're both nerds.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, it's just a fun movie, too.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Since we're talking about Star Wars so much, have you guys watched those Revenge of the Sith edits where Palpatine is replaced with Wallace from Wallace and Gromit? I have. They're hilarious.
No, but I know what I'm doing tonight.
Oh, have you not seen
I haven't
those?
seen
Oh,
it.
my
Oh,
God.
they're so good.
That sounds amazing. Now that's real
real
filmmaking.
Alex loves musicals. Thank you for the 100 bits. I saw the Beetlejuice musical. It was awesome. It was a hilarious, dark, R-rated comedy with good emotional moments. The stage show had more of a cohesive plot, and Beetlejuice and Lydia were more of the main characters. I think you guys would like it.
Yeah, I have it written down because I can't figure out when they go on sale. So I keep going. It's like, oh, they're not on sale yet. Well, when are they? So yeah, I'm very excited to see that. I'm going to try and get tickets.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 150 bits. Also, I'm officially a godmother to my niece. So I'm an
Nice,
auntie and a
nice.
godmother. The christening was a little bit long, but in all, it was very good.
Oh,
That's
so
awesome.
cool. Congrats.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. These are my last bits of the night. Hot take between Force Awakens and A New Hope. A New Hope is objectively and obviously the better movie, but I would choose to rewatch Force Awakens 9 out of 10 times.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
I would still go with New Hope.
I like
Me
the
too.
pacing in Force Awakens a lot, and sort of the style a little
Force
bit more.
Awakens was fine. I like New Hope though, and I missed that lightsaber fight from Force Awakens. I liked that
Mhm.
a lot, but otherwise, like A New Hope with the Death Star run, that's so much
Yeah,
better.
it is.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. This might just be the Mandela effect, but I could have sworn Dustin Checks was about. Dustin Checks In was about a pig, not a monkey. Is there a movie where a pig lives in a hotel?
There were a lot of pig movies that came out then. Gordy, Babe,
You might be thinking of Gordy.
Polly,
Pig
which
power
was
in
a
the house.
pig if it was a parrot. Yeah.
I want to see that now. Pig in a hotel.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Favorite D moment from Always Sunny?
In the beginning of this season, I love when she's calling them, trying to say what's going on, where she's getting kicked out of her apartment. It just ends with, "It's okay. I've glued myself to the wall so they can't move me forcefully," and they just hang up, and you see her with the hand glued. That was so funny.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 250 bits. Oh, Rob, will you and Doug watch the anime I recommended to Doug that you guys should watch, Black Lagoon? I recommended you guys watch the English dub because it's one of my favorite dubs along with FMA and Bebop. It's on Crunchyroll and Hulu.
I don't know, because this is the first time I'm hearing of it.
Yeah. I was talking about how we gotta check it out. So.
Yeah, he didn't tell me about it till just now. I'll check it out. I've got Crunchyroll, so yeah, I'll check it out and let you know what I think. I'll get through episode 1 at least.
Grouchy Guy, thank you for that 42-month subscription. Welcome back. 42 months, babies. Getting close to 4 years.
Yeah.
That we are.
Thank you so much.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Why watch porn? Just grab Rob.
I saw that earlier. I'm like, I can't wait till Heather reads that.
Oh yeah.
Noah Zitter, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, another show that's definitely worth watching is Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. It teaches great lessons on surviving school within an exaggerated, cartoony live-action world. Like when a hallway is deserted, a tumbleweed will roll in the background. It's that kind of show.
Yeah, I think I've heard recommendations for that before. I'll try to check it out.
Cameron Blythe, thank you for the 100 bits. What's your favorite Donald Duck cartoon?
Oh, there's so many good ones.
Yeah, that's a good question.
All the ones with Chip and Dale are amazing.
Man.
There was like a wintry one where he's fighting the nephews and they build like a snow battleship. The hockey one. That was another great one.
Man, the Snow Fort one. I'll say the Snow Fort one. I really like that one.
Yeah.
Japeth, thank you for the 100 bits. Speaking of Willy Wonka, the plethora of shitty Disney remakes have retrospectively made Tim Burton's version seem like a fucking treasure trove of creativity and originality.
Yeah, God help us.
There are some good things. The first half of that movie I actually think is pretty good. It's when they actually get to Willy Wonka.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, Doug, may we have a hint for next week's review / editorial?
That's my clue.
What are you doing?
Wouldn't you like to know? Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. I really liked the last 20 minutes of Monsters University. I thought the parallel struggles between Mike and Sully were pretty clever and heartwarming.
I do like the ending. That's the one thing. I almost think the whole movie was made just for that ending. So I do like that part.
Modika, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, in regards to No Hard Feelings, what did you think of the fight scene? You know which one.
All right, so on the one hand, of course there's going to be a part of me that likes that scene. On the other hand, I thought it was mostly awkward. I really thought maybe they thought in their head this would be funnier, but I was just kind of uncomfortable watching it, I'm not going to lie.
Honest reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. R.I.P. Heather. Cause of death. Long-ass bit messages about AI. Perhaps time to make a rule of no more 10-time tirades.
Perhaps written by AI.
We do have the please keep it short and no multi-part thing. So that's why I just started shaving it down myself. Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, Rob, do you have a favorite FMA male character and a favorite female character? What about you, Doug? Do you guys have a favorite moment from the OG and Brotherhood?
I mean, I got Lust right up there.
Well,
so
female, I'm
kinda
not. Well, I showed it to him first, so I liked Lust first.
Mhm.
Just saying. And then on top of that, favorite male character, Maze Hughes.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Who's the muscle dude? Who's
Armstrong?
Yeah,
pretty
he's
fun.
really good too. But Maze Hughes was absolutely my favorite.
Honest reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. You're officially getting to the end of season 1 of Spider-Man. Remember, the 2 seasons were combined when brought to streaming. Can't wait next week with season 2.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually kind of surprised how into it I'm getting.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm curious, Rob, why weren't you a fan of the George Lazenby Bond films? I watched it recently and actually thought it was pretty good. Diana Rigg and Telly Savalas both gave solid performances.
I liked Diana Rigg and Telly Savalas more than Lazenby. I don't hate Lazenby. It never grabbed me.
Grab
I know. What can you do? Never gripped me. But the funny thing is, like, Brad and I have major disagreements over that because that's like his favorite.
Mhm.
So you're not alone if you really, really love that one. But it's not my favorite.
And, never mind. Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 150 bits. Also, you both check out the English insert songs from Black Lagoon, The World of Midnight, and This Moment, Prayer in the Light by Minako Muki Obata. Very beautiful English songs.
Check it out.
All right. Now we're done with bit messages.
Thanks.
Elite Gamer
Get the hell out
says,
of here.
hello, Doug, Heather, and Rob! Glad to see you were able to get Rob out of the Shadow Realm, Doug. So with all the Superman talk as of late, I was wondering if you have ever seen Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, and thoughts on Dean Cain as Superman. Good to see you all again. Also, that Chaplin skit in today's review was hilarious. P.S. Rob is right about Hugo.
It's fine. He's fine. I know Dean Cain's crazier nowadays, but I don't know. I didn't think that much one way or the other about it.
Yeah, that was I didn't watch it much, but I was like,
Had a
okay,
decent Lex.
This is fine for what it is. You know, that's always kind
Really
of
quickly, I'm gonna totally try to memorize this. Rob, it never sunk its claws into me and gave me a kiss. That's what I'm gonna say from now on. You know what? It never sunk its claws into me and gave me a kiss.
Cameron Blythe, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you think you will review The Fox and the Hound for NC?
I just
It
remember that
never
one.
grabbed me.
Yeah, that one I remember being kind of bland. That got released when we were kids. I remember kind of sitting through it like.
The end is
Like
pretty
in the
good. The
80s.
last third is pretty solid, but before that, it's fine. It's okay. But you never. I know a lot of people that really, really get into it though.
Master Mario says, I always ask you questions. So do you have any questions for me?
Well, Master Mario, do you really like mushrooms?
Good one. Psychotic Yoshi, thank you for the 100 bits. NC review for The Good Dinosaur in the near future.
Nah, it's not interesting. I already did 2 Disney December
That movie
reviews
is
on it,
so
so.
bad.
Honest reviewer says, hot take. I know Empire Strikes Back is a better movie, but I prefer A New Hope. That's my go-to Star Wars.
You're not the only one. There's a lot of
yeah.
people where it's going to be one of those.
Some
two,
people even like
so.
Return of the Jedi the most.
Yeah, but we don't talk about this.
Yeah.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What is your favorite song from Rocky Horror?
I think There's a Light. I was gonna say the Meatloaf song, but I really like There's a Light a great deal.
Yeah. Power Gamer says, well, I actually saw Ruby Gilman Teenage Kraken in theaters. There was one screening all day and 2 other people in the theater with me. Overall, the movie was all right.
That's what I hear. Yeah, I hear it's exactly like Elemental. Like it's fine-ish, you know. But I guess that's what we're looking for, especially after Last Wish. Come on.
Ramirez says, Rob, did you see Across the Spider-Verse yet? And if so, what did you think? Good to have you back. And Doug,
Oh.
I finally watched Great Mouse Detective. It was good.
Awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. I saw it twice, and it's one of my favorite animated films of all time, much like the first. And I've been going to be watching everything else now released after it, like, going, like, pedestrian. Like, the stuff Disney comes out with and stuff, I'm like, well, but I mean...
Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse now, yeah.
Luke the Boss says, just wanted to say you guys rock. And Rob, it's dope to see you on these streams again.
Thank
Oh,
you so
thanks.
much.
Cameron Blythe, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you think you'll review Snow White for NC?
I'd like to do at some point an editorial, what I always call emotional storytelling. I always point to this holy trinity of Snow White, Wizard of Oz, and Where the Wild Things Are. Kind of a big gap in between those last two. But yeah, I think they do something that sometimes is tapped into, but they just went full force into it. And that'll probably kind of count as my review of Snow White.
Dino Man says top 5 Robs. 5, Jeff Goldblum Rob. 4, Mickey
yeah.
Mouse Rob. 3, Mabel Rob from Vlogs. 2, Santa Christ. 1, Dino Rob.
I'm a dinosaur.
Indeed. Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Who was your favorite villain from both of the Spider-Verse movies?
You know, that's wrong because I was gonna be like, well, shit.
God, the
No, 'cause
most
there are
like
a lot of them.
I think that this right now the spot because it's so unique.
I love what they did with it.
Every
Yeah.
fight is great to watch.
I love that goes
Even though it's
from-
nothing like I'm not particularly gripped by whatever Baxter, but it's just like whenever he's on screen, I'm like,
That's
yes,
kind of
more.
The idea, like, he
Yeah,
starts
that's kinda
off as
what
a
I
villain
like.
of the
Like-
week, and then he wants to prove himself, and he gets
Yeah.
more interesting as he wants to prove himself. That is just so funny and playing with the trope so cleverly. Yeah, I think I'm with you. He might be my favorite.
A word to Dragon's Toy who says Ralph Batchke Rob is best Rob.
Yeah. This will be our last one. Matt Gamer says, will you have a special NC video once your studio is back up and running?
Well, I mean, we'll do something where it's like we'll make a joke about being back in the studio, and you know, Uncle Liza at despair putting it back together, and I don't know, it'll be upside down or something. They'll get something wrong.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. We super appreciate it as usual. Rob, welcome back. We all missed you. Welcome
I know you did.
back. As usual, I'd like
grabbed us.
Rob did grab us all.
Hey, nothing was proven in a court of law.
Well, good, great. Please remember, we do have content here 5 days a week, so come on back. We'll be here Thursday. We'll be here Friday. We'll be here Monday. Oh, and on Monday, actually, we are having a special stream. So please come back Monday at 6 o'clock. Rob's going to be back again. We're doing a live fanscription. The podcast. You look confused, Rob, but...
That's right.
Yes, the podcast. The podcast is happening. So if you're a fan of
Walter did, in fact, let me know. I just had to remember.
Yes. So come back 6 o'clock on Monday evening, I believe. Maybe. I don't know the exact time. I normally start stream at 6, but you know what? Point is, fanscription podcast, okay?
Time, if this is indeed the will of the council, Gondor will see it done.
Amazing. We are going to go raid Tamra. So please join us in that raid to say hello to Tamra on her channel.
Give that bitch some flack for me.
Have a wonderful rest of the evening, and we will see y'all later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.